Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. It's been an year that I haven't uploaded the video because we are settling down in the new city with the jobs, with the family. So therefore we could not upload any video. But I'm very happy now that I'm sharing the new videos, how to get a job like in Canada, particularly into the federal jobs. Today we are diving into how to get the Canada government jobs, like what the benefits that they offer, because I'm also working in the federal government job, right? So it's amazing job, work-life balance, benefits, a lot of things. That's the reason I'm sharing the video with everyone. If you find this very helpful, do subscribe to my channel. Thank you each and every subscribers who have subscribed to the channel, like the videos. I hope that everyone find that content useful. So let's get started. So if you're watching this video, I know that you are interested in working for the Canadian government jobs. And these jobs are divided into federal, municipal, provincial jobs, right? Not like, assume in India, we have different categories, civil services, defense, railway, so that kind of a differences. Here it's the different process. So we have like federal, municipal, and the provincial jobs, providing different stability levels, benefits, each and every one, right? It's very amazing jobs that they offer. So the step one, that's the most important one, that's the research. It means that when I was also searching for the jobs, right? At that point, I shortlisted like 500 jobs, right? And then out of those 500 jobs, I was shortlisted on the 20 jobs for the interview. I converted two, therefore like both, one was the private, the other one was the federal job, so I selected the federal job. And deep dive thing is like, you let's also will discuss with the example, but I wanted to share that not every job, like assume if it's a CRA job, well, you won't find all the jobs on LinkedIn or Indeed. You need to go to their websites also to check if most of the jobs that they published, like they won't publish everywhere on every portal, so they would publish on their own website for sure. So therefore you need to go on their website and scan. So we'll discuss one example of City of Toronto. I'll elaborate on what's the difference in the quantity of jobs that they post on LinkedIn and Indeed versus what is the quantity of jobs that they post on their website. So we'll discuss this example. So here is the example of the first step, that's research, right? So let's see City of Toronto. So this is a government administrations, and that to a municipal jobs because it's city. And here this is the portal, and here are the jobs for City of Toronto. See all jobs. So there are about, like, if you're able to see, there are about 18 jobs that they have posted on the website, out of which like few of those are above 100,000 salaries, right? So see, for management consultant it's 112,000 salary till 150,000. So that's huge, amazing, although this is a contractual job, but that too, that's amazing, right? You're able to find policy research. So for policy research consultants, see, the charge rate, that too close to 50. For 50 it end up converting into a 100,000 job, right? So amazing for that as well. So they have also director level positions, assessment and analysis. So that too, most of them are you able to see, like if you're able to see that 100,000 jobs, because they pay a good salary, making sure that it's secured jobs with a lot of benefits, a lot of those things are there, right? And my crux was to show you the difference in the number of jobs. Here, if you're able to find on LinkedIn 18 jobs, let's compare. So this, I searched on City of Toronto jobs. So this is the City of Toronto jobs, view all job posting. So see, now we have 68 jobs to apply compared to 18 jobs. So it's about like more than three times here, right? And compared, so if you compare it with LinkedIn, see, this is in this week,
Mm, this is the two in this week. I'm counting like in this week. This is second, third, fourth, fifth. So total 5 jobs in this week compared to. So see for August 10, 1, August 9, 3, 8 you have 3, 8 you have 4, right? So for 10, 1, 1, 3, 4, 4 and 4, 8, 8 and for 7, 8 and 5, 13, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It means from August 6th till August 11, you'll find 18 jobs, right? In this week itself. So compare to the quantum of jobs, right? You'll find project coordinators. See, this is a project coordinator with the same value. Number of positions are 3. So that too also counts, and that too a permanent position, full-time positions from about close to 100,000 to 3,000, right? For project coordinator as well as you'll be able to find the other senior supervisor, financial analysis, engineer, consultant, engineering associate. So a lot of those jobs are there, although there might be niche jobs such as healthcare related or specific engineer related. So for only few people are eligible, but for the rest you can apply for sure. So a lot of jobs are there.
Step 2 is qualification. Make sure that the job that you're looking for matches your academics experience. You won't be selected if that is not the area, right? If I'm working in the federal government, I'm the hiring manager, I need to make sure that the requirements that I have matches with the candidate. Unless and until I won't hire a candidate, right? So make sure you tailor your resume or cover letter based on the requirements and based on your academics and experience. That will help you to boost your profile, right? You only like HR would only have the shortlisting, and they would only like spend about like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, that too on the max, to shortlist your resume. If they are going to like that resume because they know the job description very well for that job, they need to match that job description with your resume. So make sure the resume is customized based on that job profile. For me as well, so I always customize the resume based on the jobs. I invested a lot of time, but that was very useful in my journey to get a job. So step 3, as most of you know, is the assessment process, wherein you apply for the job either on LinkedIn, Indeed, or on the portal on their website. You apply the job and provide your details, personal details, academics, your experience, and all those timelines as well. So that's the assessment stage, and that too is very critical for you. You need to make sure that it's all accurate and correct. So if you're selected for the interview, make sure you prepare well. Governments as well as the private jobs, they do require us behavior or situational questions. So you need to answer those as well. It might be related to a situation that you experienced in your work experience, and how do you deal with those situations, what suggestions that you gave, what were the result of those suggestions, and all those scenarios also you need to prepare. These questions are very critical for the hiring manager to assess your thinking, your communications, how well did you handle the problems, and those kind of questions. Assessment is very critical. If you ask me how did my job went through the interview process, so I need to prepare the presentation deck. 1 hour was for the questions, another hour was the discussion on those presentation. So that was my assessment area, wherein how well I presented those presentation insights to the hiring manager. They judged me on those bases, apart from situational, academic, work experience related questions and other relevant questions that they need to ask. So that is the step 4 and very critical component of the assessments. In like, assume if it's in India it's the UPSC, there is no written test as such. It's not that competitive, but here if you apply for the jobs, you are selected, there is an interview assessment. It's kind of an like, it's not easy, but you need to prepare well for that interview. One thing that my friends always ask me, that what are the benefits of working for federal government? It might be federal government, provincial government, or municipal government departments. What I believe, it's not a single benefits. The first one that is on top of my mind is, and we within team, within company, we usually discuss what's the top parameters, why we wanted to stay with this particular company. So that's the job security, right? So it's very secure, and it usually it is said that there is no recession in Ottawa. If you know about Ottawa, that's all the federal government offices are there in Ottawa. So therefore, it's always said that there is no recession in Ottawa, means that because there is no recession, no like layoffs happening in the government departments. Apart from that, there are ancillaries companies as well. So assume Deloitte helping CRA, right? So that would also be, Deloitte would also not lay off the employees, because Deloitte is working with CRA. If CRA, the demand is there, CRA will get the work done from Deloitte, right? So there is no layoff. The second one is work-life balance. I know when I was in India, I still remember I worked for like 14-15 hours as well. There were times when the project was critical or the client wasn't happy, so therein we need to invest more time. So it's like 15 hours a day. And that too, sometimes I need to travel to my home, it took another like an hour or 1.5 hours, right? So at some time, at some phase, so that was another pain area. So therefore, in here, the work-life balance is really amazing. At times, here we need to work as well. So it depends, like what critical projects that you have, that kind of a stuff. But in general, the work-life balance of Canada, and I would say the government jobs, is really amazing, right? The fourth one I would like to talk about is the career growth. I would say in India, people usually invest on themselves, right? So I know that I bought Data Camp subscription, Udemy subscriptions, a lot of those subscription myself to upskill myself, right? But here, company invest in yourself, so they would make sure that you get trained for that particular project or requirement, or you have that particular skill to do that job. That's one of the critical component for the company to make sure that if you don't have that skill, you're already recruited, you don't have that skill, company would kind of invest on you. The fifth one is diverse opportunities. Considering, assume if it's a CRA, the huge employee base would give you a diverse opportunities. So assume if you are working in some department for CRA for like 2 years or 3 years, you might get an opportunity to shift to different departments as well, because the quantum of employees and the diverse teams are so huge that you will get ample of opportunities within your company as well, so that you kind of learn the overall structure of the company, different working styles and that stuff, right? That will give you a different down the future, it might give you a different leadership positions as well. So there you have it, a complete guide to how to apply to Canada government jobs. It's no different. So consider those as private jobs when you apply. Or the only thing is, like, when you get selected, the things would change, but the process is mostly the same. And persistence is the key. Keep applying, update your resume. I know it's very difficult. Update your resume, make sure there is no grammatical errors. The structure is perfect. When someone see your resume, the person should get impressed. That should be the key. And you might only get 2 minutes, 5 minutes or 10 minutes. I don't know, like, but it depends upon the HR, how much HR need to spend the time shortlisting the resume. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Now I will try to upload more frequent videos, but let's see how what the frequency and what the content goes. If you wanted to book any career guidance meeting with me one-on-one, you can book. I'll provide the link below. Thank you for subscribing. Have a great journey in Canada. All the best.